Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight, we are at the Haben Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, bringing you what I would contend is the best basketball high school game in the country tonight, featuring the Orono Spartans taking on the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights. And this game needs no introduction. If you're watching and you're here, you know the history between these two teams. Last year, Nolan Groves, who averages 34 a game for Orono, hit a half-court shot to eliminate the Red Knights from going to the state tournament. They've got their seniors here tonight. The Red Knights beat them earlier in the year, and now we're introducing the Orono Spartans starting lineup. Or actually, we're giving the reserves at this point, I believe. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us. This arena is packed here. When I drove in 45 minutes ago, it felt like a concert. You got a park in the neighborhoods, in St. Louis Park in Minneapolis. And right now, they are introducing the starting lineups. There you see Coach Damian Johnson out there to introduce his team. I think they're announcing the reserves right now. I don't see players coming from the bench. And as soon as that happens, yeah, they're just doing the reserves right now. But this arena is filled to the rafters. Unbelievable. All right. All right, number 0 is starting. Milton Nguyen, a sophomore, averaging 4.8, 2 rebounds a game. Senior guard Nolan Groves, averaging 34.1. Number 11, Grant Hansen, averaging 2.3. Gavin McGuire, averaging 7.0, 4 rebounds. One thing about Nolan Groves, also averaging almost 9 rebounds a game, which is stellar. Now number 33, Mitchell Kausch. He averages 10 a game, 4 rebounds. Orono Spartans come in 21-7. This team's both met back on January 30th. The Red Knights got the best of the Orono Spartans. It's the only time they met this year, and now the starting lineups for the Red Knights. And the reserves first. Oh, they're turning their backs to, I get it. You guys are with Orono, right? I didn't know. All right, yeah. So I am surrounded by the Orono fans here, and they are turning their backs on the Red Knights as they announce the reserves. Here's my I will say this story before we get to the starting lineups. I was fortunate enough to grow up in Shakopee and played for a very good Shakopee High School team in 1982. It reminds me when we took on Chaska, they had a couple of Division I players that went on to play at the University of Minnesota and at Shakopee High School as a reserve on the bench. The gymnasium was packed just like this. You got to park several blocks away to get anywhere close to here. And the atmosphere has been electric. And the rivalry is unbelievable how these two teams have had epic contests. And last year in overtime, Nolan Groves hit a half-court shot to sink the Red Knights and their opportunity to go to the state tournament. But tonight they have them at home, and it's a mirror of last week. We were in Orono, ParkTV 16 Sports, for the girls against Orono. They got the better of the Spartans. Now the starting lineups for the Red Knights. Number 2, TJ Stutley. He averages 16 a game, 7 rebounds. Now number 5, Jaleel Donley, 17.2 a game, 5 rebounds a game. Now number 11, Ken Ray Fields, 4.6 a game. Now number 24, Jalen Wilson, he's their leading scorer, 21.3. He has not made the state tournament in 3 big runs. As a high schooler, this is his last opportunity. He fist bumps his coach, Damian Johnson, a former Gopher. This is a big time game. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're about to begin. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Everyone is standing on this side of the arena, and the Red Knights will start going left to right. They are going to be in their gray uniforms with their red numbers, the Orono Spartans in white, going from right to left. Again, their leading scorers are their dominant players. Brady Woolley, number 0, he averages 18.7. Nolan Groves, 34.1. Everyone else is in single digits. If you're a Red Knight fan, you've got to handle those 2. Meanwhile, on the other side, if you're a Spartan fan, you've got to handle Jalen Wilson and number 5, Jaleel Donley, the J brothers. All right, and now, I don't know what we're doing here. There's already a technical foul, I didn't recognize it, against Orono, and that at the line to start the game for the Red Knights is number 5, Jaleel Donley. There was a technical foul. Paul, do you know what it was? It's set to go in. I gotta tell you, if I'm Jaleel Donley, that is the highest pressure shot he's probably ever had to shoot to start the game to get a free throw, and it's gonna be a side out. So I don't know what happened. It had to be a bench foul or some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct, but it's 1-0 Benilde, and we haven't played 1 second, and I gotta tell you, I've never seen that before, and that is just gonna be a forethought to what's gonna happen, maybe a foreshadowing. All right, we're underway here at the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's. At the point, man-to-man defense by Orono. That's Nolan Groves against number 2, TJ Stutley. He has to pick up his dribble at the free throw line. Now with it is number 5, that is Jaleel Donley. Now to the left side, Stutley driving. No, Stutley gone, nice drive. Bounces off to the right and off the board and in. Stutley averages 16 a game, and he is off to a great start. 3-0 lead for the Red Knights. Now Nolan Groves, nice look underneath. Shot blocked by number 24, Jaleel Nelson. Ball loose. Now inside to Groves, he goes in, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 17 minutes, 17 seconds to go. First half, and there is number 5, our first good look at him for the Orono Spartans. The senior guard averaging 34.1 at the line. Clock stop with 17 to go. And you can see the crowd is wearing all nooks and crannies here. His first free throw, nothing but net. Nolan Groves at the line for his second. Calmly makes that, and now we're gonna have a full court press by the Spartans. So that's the first time we've seen them on defense, and they're gonna put the full court pressure on the Red Knights. This is my first game watching and broadcasting the boys. I don't know exactly what their strategy is or what they've faced, so we'll see how they handle the press, and they did it well there the first time. Now on the near side, number 5 for the Red Knights is Jaleel Donley. Rebound in Nolan Groves. He drives the left side, comes in the lane, gets double teamed, has to turn back around, reaches in, no call there, and inside the pass to number 24, Gavin McGuire. He averages 8 a game, takes the look underneath, and a great look there. 3-4 our score. Now the Red Knights at home with the ball. Now Jaleel Wilson, or Jalen Wilson, at the top of the key to the near side. Number 2, that's TJ Stutley in the corner. The shot taken, nothing but net for number 30 for the Red Knights, Kobe Willis. He averages 7 a game, but he's off to a great start. Now from the outside for the Orono Spartans, number 11 answers right back. Grant Hansen only averaging 2.3. He's already bested his average with that three. Having a big night here early, and the electricity here and the ability to play with this type of tension is going to be an issue for both these teams. Now on the near side, number 5. Now inside the Jaleel Wilson, and he goes down and plays that in. And the Red Knights back up on top by 1. Now Nolan Groves is behind the back dribble, kicks it off to the right side, the shot, this one short, rebound, ball loose, and the Red Knights recover, and they maintain their lead, 8-7. We're just under 16, actually approaching the 15.5-minute mark. And the Orono Spartans putting on a tight man-to-man defense in the half-court offense, and that's Stutley, turns it around, into the corner, driving the lane, gets cut off at the baseline, now out to the top of the key, 14 seconds on the shot clock. With it, number 2, TJ Dudley, out to the near side, shot taken by number 11, that was Kendra Fields. Rebound, out of bounds, ball possession awarded to Orono. 15-13 to go. Everyone on this side of the court, where the cameras are, where I am, are standing. It's the student sections on both sides. On the other side, the parents and the relatives, they're all seated, but it is full to the gills here. All right, now down to the low post, extended is number 0 for the Spartans, Brady Woolley. Now outside, Nolan Groves off the back rim. Rebound nicely obtained by TJ Stutley. He'll bring it into the front court quickly on the right side. Now on the wing, being guarded by Groves. Tries to drive him, looking, now kicks it to the near side. That's number 11. Fields off the boards and rebound, and on the fast break, Groves from way outside puts it up. That's his second miss. Rebound inside. Orono gets it. Another three-point attempt off the rim. Long rebound, Groves has it. So the rebounds have been favoring the Spartans here, but they're outside, and that's blocked. But it goes right to an Orono Spartan. Nolan Groves from inside, and he gets that one to go. The third one goes off the board. Nice touch by Nolan Groves. Gets the favorable bounce off that rim and backboard and in. Now, the full court press on the Red Knights. Now, just over the line, number 2. TJ Stutley at the free throw line, gets it pumped away, and here comes number 11, Grant Hansen, can't get it to go. Rebound again, nice look by Groves, and underneath, he finds number 0, Brady Woolley, for the 2-point layup and in, and these Orono Spartans on the road got a 3-point lead, under 14 to go first half. Now driving the lane, kicking it out, and the shot from outside, in and out for the Red Knights, and now the rebound for the Spartans. With the ball, number 33 with Mitchell Couch, the shot from outside taken by number 5, Nolan Groves, and the rebound and in by number 24, Gavin McGuire, and the Spartans now at their largest lead in the first half, up by 5. Into the front court, Red Knights looking for some sort of stability. Now outside, the shot taken by the big-time player, Jalen Wilson. Brings a little sense of calmness to the home crowd with that 3, 13-11. Now the Orono Spartans into the front court to Nolan Groves at the top of the key. That's to number 0, Brady Woolley. Back to Groves into the corner, the 3-point shot taken by Lunsell, and he drains it. This is big-time basketball here tonight, folks. Great talent, great shooting by the Spartans. They lead by 5 early on. Now the ball into the front court. That's number 30, and he turns it over. And with it is number 33, Couch. The outside shot taken by number 11. That again was Grant Hansen, rebound. And I will say this, the Spartans are getting all the offensive rebounds, which could make a difference. And when you get second and third chances, you're going to eventually score, and that was number 24 with the look inside and the layup was Gavin McGuire. Now the Red Knights down 7, their largest deficit of the first half. Now with it, TJ Stutley Near side, shot taken off the mark by number 30, Kobe Willis. Rebound, Spartans. They have the ball and a 7-point lead with 11:40 to go. Into the front court. Nolan Groves on the far side. Pass to the near side to Hansen. Now he's got room in there. Didn't take the shot. Gives it up. Shot taken by number 0, Brady Woolley. Off the rim. Rebound into the hands of the Red Knights and number 5, Jaleel Donley. Donley now into the front court. Swarming defense by the Spartans. Tight man-to-man. Groves on defense there. Now driving, he's got baseline. Bounce pass, they're gonna call the travel. He took an extra step. And that's gonna give the ball back. I don't know if we have a replay there. Oh wow, I don't know about that replay. So I am standing above the crowd here looking down. If I was in my normal position, I could not see the court, so I have not been paying attention to the replay, but I'm gonna from now on. So we can talk about that as well. Now, the Spartans into the front court. Shot taken from three-point land, off the rim, rebound Spartans. Outlet pass into the front court to number 3, Garibaldi. And Stutley comes, and now he's gonna be called, or the Spartans, Nolan Grove is gonna be called on that foul. Here's that replay. We look at number 2, TJ Stutley. Non-shooting foul. In terms of team fouls, 2 on the Orono Spartans, 1 on the Red Knights. And that's gonna be the first personal on Nolan Groves. And if I'm a Red Knight fan, wouldn't you like to get Nolan Groves in foul trouble as we watch number 0 for the Red Knights, Milton Nguyen, come in and settle it down with a nice driving layup right at the rim and in. 5-point deficit now. Nice bounce pass underneath, and the block is going to be called on number 12 for the Red Knights. That's Luke Guggenberger, the senior, on the push. That'll be his first personal, team second. So both teams have 2 team fouls. So the bonus not in play just yet, and the throw in by Groves underneath. And the return pass in the corner at the low post to number 0, Woolley. Woolley with the reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound, Red Knights, and now they'll bring it up down 5 with 10:20 to go in the first half. With the ball, number 5, Jaleel Donley. A turnover, and what are they gonna call here? Offensive foul, and the push on the Red Knights. Turns it over and also gives the Red Knights their 3rd team foul, and that's the 2nd team foul on Luke Guggenberger. So here's that replay right here. Oh, there it was. I don't know about that call. I just looked down to the replay. It was a little touchy in my opinion. Now the Spartans, Groves with the fake, drives the lane. Was that a travel? No call. He misses the shot off the back rim. Rebound in the hands of Stutley. Stutley now into the front court, drives the lane, gives it up underneath, and that is number 0 for the Red Knights, Milton Nguyen. That's his 2nd consecutive basket, and I say give the ball to Nguyen. He's feeling it tonight. Shot taken, rebound into the hands of the Red Knights. They're on the march. Number 4, the dish, and in. And the foul, and the and one, and the Red Knights are going to go to the line, and they are excited here at the Hobbins Center. Here's the replay. That is number 4, Connor Watts, with a good look inside to number 24, Jalen Wilson, the leading scorer. He's at the line, and he will try to complete the and one to tie it up here at home with 9:36 to go in the first half. Substitutions now for Damian Johnson. On the floor, number 4, Connor Watts, the sophomore, who made that nice dish to Jalen Wilson that puts him at the line. And now checking in also for the Red Knights, number 30, Kobe Willis, the junior. But at the line right now, Jalen Wilson, trying to get to the state tournament for the first time in his career. It's his last opportunity tonight. Now Nolan Groves gets it in. A little bit of pressure by number 4, Watts. Groves and Watts. Look at Groves. Drives, comes in, underneath, and a nice shifty pass to number 0, results in a layup. Brady Woolley puts the Spartans up back by 2, 20-18 as we approach the 9-minute mark. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Now the Red Knights in the front court, 21 seconds on the shot clock. With the ball at the top of the key is Jaleel Donnelly. Outside shot by Wilson. That falls short off the rim. Now Nolan Groves takes a 3 from the right flank off the rim. And there's a whistle from away from the play, and it's going to be a foul on Orono. And the call is going to go against number 14, Dane Conwisher. That's his first personal. That's Orono's team 4th foul. They're 3 from the bonus, or at least the Red Knights are. Red Knights have 3 team fouls, and here's the full court pressure. Looks almost like a 2-2-1 trap zone. They're not playing it very intensely, but just a little token, and they may put the pressure on later. Now, big time outside shot taken by number 5. Just Donnelly off the rim, rebound into the hands, and now a foul on number 4, Connor Watts at midcourt. That'll be team 4th foul for the Red Knights, 8:34 remaining. Here's that replay underneath earlier, and that was Milton Nuon, and he has been stellar here so far for the Red Knights. Really exudes a calmness in a game that otherwise is super intense. Not sure how it's coming across on the broadcast, but it is electric here. That shot taken from the near corner by number 33, Mitchell Kausch. Rebound to the Red Knights. Neither team getting a lot of offensive chances. Now the bounce pass to Wilson. Can't quite handle it. Now here come the Spartans across the line. Nolan Groves with it at the top of the key. Now to the near wing. Shot taken by number 20 for the Spartans, Alex Lovelace. Puts down the 3, and the Red Knights, or excuse me, the Spartans up by 5 once again. Now into the front court, the Red Knights. 7:47 in the first half. Fast-moving first half so far. Stutley picks up his dribble, now kicks it around. Wilson, now into the corner. Inside to Wilson. What a play for the Red Knights. More of that if you're a Red Knight fan. They distributed the ball, they were patient, and they found Wilson at the block wide open. Now, Groves and the Spartans into the front court. Ball into the corner, driving. Bounce pass underneath. Woolley, he likes to patrol that baseline and get those dishes. Oh, that looked like a travel, they didn't call it. Now the Red Knights, 1-on-2. Here comes number 4, delivering Connor Watts. He was determined, and did they call the foul on that? I believe they did. He's gonna get the and 1, the push, and that brings a big roar of approval from the Red Knights. And there's Connor Watts, knowing he did a good thing if you're a Red Knight fan. And he's now at the line with the chance to tie it up. And now substitutions. Whistle. Wow, it is hot time in the Old Town tonight here at Haven Center. Excuse my pronunciation. There's Jalen Wilson with that last putback, but at the line, Connor Watts gets that to go. Big time play by Connor Watts. It's the kind of play that can inspire your teammates, what he did right there. Now the Spartans, as we situate the substitutions, and now a little bit of full court pressure by Milton Nuon. Careful not to get a foul. And wow, he is showing all kinds of great energy. Now at the top of the key, dish to Groves from outside. Did I tell you he averages 34.1 a game? He got that one with a hand in his face. Big time play by Nolan Groves. 26-23. Now into the lane. Stutley can't get it to go. Rebound into the arms of number 14, Dane Conwisher. And now Groves into the front court looking for the baseline. Can't find it. They're going to call the block on the Red Knights. Number 30, Kobe Willis, the junior. That'll be the team's 5th. And a non-shooting foul. Here's that replay, Groves, and you can see the crowd. No one is sitting. Boy, I don't know about that call at all. Which means what I think it means. Here's that replay. Oh, here's Nolan Groves from the near side prior to that play. Anyway, throw in with 27 seconds left on the shot clock in this possession for the Orono Spartans. Nolan Groves from outside. You can't leave him open, that wide open. That guy is that good. Again, 34 isn't his high for the year. It's his average for the year. That's his average. That's how good Nolan Groves is. All right, now into the front court for the Red Knights. Yuan lost his footing. I don't know if he slipped or lost his balance, and the ball was loose, and there's a tie-up, and possession arrow favors the Spartans. Here's that replay. Yeah, he just kind of went down on his own. I can't say a Spartan nudged him of any. Did he step on the foot and lost his balance? That's what it was. So an unfortunate happening there if you're a Red Knight fan. Now the Spartans into the front court. They've got a 6-point lead. That's Woolley on the low post extended. Almost gets pushed away. Ball loose. Picked up by number 33, Couch. Couch now to Nolan Groves. Picks up his dribble at the top of the key. Nice fake. Now dished it up. I thought he might take it all the way to the hole. He passed on it. Now the shot by Hansen from outside off the back rim. Rebound. Red Knights have it. And they're on the move. They might have numbers here. And there is Wilson. The spin move with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Now back into the front court. That's Woolley, number 0. He takes the shot, and there's going to be a call on the Red Knights, the push before the shot, or is that a shooting foul? It's going to be called on number 5. Excuse me, number 0, Nuwan. That's his first, team 6. So for the next 5 minutes and 18 seconds, here's the replay. Nolan Groves. You know, he's got a set shot, almost old school, because he doesn't get it above his head, does he, Nolan Groves? He kind of shoots it right from kind of the shoulders. I'm not sure that'll work in college, but it's working now when you're wide open. All right, at the top of the key. With it, Couch. Top of the key, Woolley. Down low to Groves, and we got a whistle and a push on Groves. I think, is that going to be called on Groves? Let's look at the replay. There's Groves. He doesn't like it. Here's the replay. Judge for yourself at home. Here's Groves. I'm not sure what that call was. Oh, that was an earlier replay. But that is number, wait, is that third personal on number 5? Is that what that says? Nolan Groves has, no, 3 fouls? We'll double check that. All right, into the front court. 29-23 Red Knights. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. In the corner, the shot taken off the rim by Wilson. Long rebound, Woolley to Hansen. Fakes it, they want to travel, they didn't get it. And now the whistle, and I wonder if that isn't a makeup call on the travel. I don't know if we got that replay or not. 4:36 remaining. Now checking in for the Red Knights. Number 1, Christian Johnson, the senior. His first time into this match. Is Nolan Groves on the floor? No, he's not. No, he's got 3 fouls. That is huge. With 4 minutes to go in the first half, if you're a Red Knight fan, if I'm a Red Knight coach, now you want to get 5 on him, and you drive him and get him the foul in the second half when he comes back. That's the strategy. Now Orono driving without Nolan Groves, and this is a different team, I think. 29-23 though, they still maintain a 6-point lead. I don't think we're going to see Mr. Groves here in the first half with 3 fouls. We might, but I doubt it. All right, a chance for the Red Knights to get back in it. Hansen goes down. I think it was a non-contact go down. Now on the far side, driving, and the block on Woolley for the Spartans. Number 0, here's that replay with it, number 5, Donnelly, and they called the block. I don't know, could have gone either way. TJ Studley, and you know, that replay shows the intensity of this game, right? I mean, super intense. But at the line for the Red Knights, number 2, TJ Stutley. He's averaging 16 a game. Clearly, he's not anywhere near that. Both these teams play outstanding defense, and teams that win championships play good defense, so it's not a surprise to me as that ball rattles out. Rebound into the hands of Woolley. Woolley now to number 33, Mitchell Couch, the senior. Hansen now. He's played well here in the first half. He hit a couple of threes early in the first half, and he did a nice job there handling the ball. Woolley, jump shot off the rim. Rebound Wilson. Into the hands of Donley into the front court. Top of the key, Wilson. Back to Donley. 3:30 to go in the first half. Wilson, short jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound Woolley into the hands of Couch. And we got a whistle on the floor, and our first timeout of the entire half comes with 3:24 to go. And a chance to take a deep breath. What a match this is, and the Orono Spartans winning on the road as we look at the brackets for 6 AAA. And we can see how these teams got here. Red Knights, the number 1 seed at the top of the bracket. Orono, number 2 at the bottom. And I think everyone knew that this is what the meeting was going to be. Kind of reminds me of West Side Story, right? You got near West Side Benilde, and you got far West Side Orono, so it's sort of a West Side story. That's right, and Orono won in the last second shot at this very game a year ago on the road. So the Red Knights have to overcome that nightmare for them last year. Looking to get a berth into the state tournament to join their sisters, the girls. I watched them this afternoon. They are going to be in the championship tomorrow. They beat Alexandria. Coach Tim Ellistrom is here to support the boys team. Able to shake his hand, and the Red Knights trying to duplicate what the girls have been doing for the last 3 years. And now the miss by the Spartans into the hand of Watts. Into the front court. Shot taken from the near side by Donley. Can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of number 24, Gavin McGuire. Now with it, number 33 is Couch to Hansen. Into the corner. McGuire underneath. McGuire, top of the key, Couch. Hand in his face, 3-point shot off the front rim. Rebound Wilson. 2:45 to go. 29-23, into the corner, shot taken by Watts, off the back rim, rebound, Hansen. Oh, I thought he might turn it up court. He had numbers, but he decided to take the attitude of discretion is the better part of valor. They have a 6-point lead on the road. They don't want to squander it going into halftime. Now the running jump shot by Couch, rebound again underneath, and they get it to go. Number 14 on the offensive rebound, Dane Canwisher, the junior. Those offensive rebounds has stood out to me, favoring the Spartans and why they have the lead. Now underneath, Wilson. Can't find any room, top of the key, Stutley back to Wilson, puts it in, draws a foul. He'll go to the line. Much needed, yeah. There's been a lack of scoring there for quite a few minutes, and the Spartans are up 31-25, 6-point lead. Wilson with the opportunity to cut it by 1 with 1:59 to go, and he gets that to go. Wow, number 24, Jalen Wilson. He's playing very well tonight. Now checking in for Watts, who played very well. Connor Watts, the sophomore, checking in now. Milton Nuwan, also the sophomore. He was the starter. And he is in their grill, trying to put the pressure on Couch. Couch now number 33 to the near side. That was number 14 who made the shot before, Conwisher. Conwisher now, top of the key to the left. Bounce pass underneath. Woolley, Couch. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Outside, Hansen with the 3 off the front rim. Rebound, Red Knights. And Donley ahead to Wilson. And a nice job coaching that ball for the Spartans was number 24, Gavin McGuire, the junior. forces that out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:29 to go, 5-point differential. Both teams in the bonus. Now Nuan to the near side to number 5, Donley. Warner, shot taken. Oh, in and out, and that is in and out. Number 30, Kobe Willis got robbed on that. That thing was halfway in and bounced out. What are you gonna do? Now Woolley drives. Wilson on defense, blocks him. No, they called the foul there. I don't know about that one. Let's look at the replay. That's his first personal. Let's see. Two big guys going at it. I don't know where the foul was there, and I thought the referee was a distance away. He got all ball, and I didn't see any contact on the lower body either. Nevertheless, at the line for the Spartans, number 0, Brady Woolley. Gets that to go, extends their lead to 6 with 1:05 to go. Both student sections have been standing the entire match. Now Woolley, he averages nearly 19 a game at the line. And that's off the rim, rebound Donley. Look at him sky, wow. All right, Red Knights looking for a little momentum going into halftime at home here. Anything to get a little momentum. Now on the near side and the low post, Wilson kicks it out. Now to the far side, Donley, he's got room, takes the jump shot, can't get it to go. Had a nice move, got himself open, couldn't convert. Rebound, Spartans. And I will also say this, the Red Knights have been struggling getting any offensive rebounds tonight. They have not had any second chances that I can recall. And that's a significant factor here, as the Spartans have been doing a nice job blocking out and giving the Red Knights a one and done on their offensive trips in the offensive end. Now here is Woolley from outside. He rattles that in. He turns to his bench. And they're up by 9. They're largest with 9 seconds to go. Now Stutley into the corner, looking for some points at the end of the half. Out of bounds. And Red Knights will have it with 2.9. Damian Johnson, their head coach, former Gopher player, calling out the play. Throwing it in will be Donley. I consider this a key play here if the Red Knights can get a basket to go into halftime. The shot by Stutley, can't get it to go. And our score at halftime. The Orono Spartans on the road in the championship game, lead by 9. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us as we step aside. Come on back for half number 2.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at the Haven Center on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights on a balmy, beautiful spring afternoon in Minneapolis. And we are bringing you what I would consider the best basketball game in the country tonight, featuring the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's trying to break through and get to the state tournament after being to this very conference championship game, section championship game, and being denied twice in the last 2 years. Last year by this very Orono team by a last-second shot from midcourt by Nolan Groves, who's their star, 34 points a game. But I will say this is the wild card. Nolan Groves has 3 fouls coming into the second half. What are the Red Knights going to do to try to get him in foul trouble? That's got to be part of the strategy for the Red Knights. And they have the ball down by 9 as they start off, and they have 19 minutes, 20 minutes to get to the state tournament from outside the shot. Rebound though, a rare offensive rebound by number 2, TJ Stutley. or excuse me, that was number 11, I believe, but nevertheless, an offensive rebound by the Red Knights. Number 30 got the offensive rebound, Kobe Willis. Now Woolley into the front court, and we're gonna have a foul on number 2, Stuntley, as he questions that. Let's look at the replay. That's Couch, and he gets it to Woolley. I don't know if there's any foul there. I didn't see anything, to be honest. I thought that should have been a no call, play on. Nevertheless, second personal on Stuntley. First team foul in the second half for the Red Knights, and we have 17 and a half minutes to go. Now Couch to the near side to number 24, McGuire. Into the corner, Woolley. Woolley, he loves that baseline. Gets stopped. Nice bounce pass underneath, shot, and a foul on the wrist. Who's that going to be called on? It's going to be either Willis or number 24, Wilson. Number 30, they gave it to Willis, the junior. That's his third personal. Second team foul already in the first half, and at the line, number 24 for the Spartans, Gavin McGuire, the junior, gets the first one to go. Bumps the lead back up to 8. And McGirt gets the off the rim and in. Stuntley, thank you for that. All right, now with it, Donley brings it up to the right side, across the line, gets met by Hansen. To the near side, Stuntley. Wilson at the free throw line, put the ball down with traffic. When you're 6'7", that's not a good idea. Now Nolan on the fast break. Underneath, Woolley gets their offensive rebound, and that has been a killer for the Spartans. Wilson comes in, and they draw the foul. Is that going to be a charge on Wilson? Right here. I almost want to see that again. It did appear that the Spartans had position, and so now third team foul already for the Spartans. Not how they wanted things to begin the second half at home. Now Couch across the line from Nolan Groves. Being guarded closely by number 11. And now a few tempers, and now we're gonna get a tee. Is that a technical foul on number 11 for the Red Knights? That's Kendra Fields. These referees, let's see. Oh, the push. Anything else? Oh, I don't know. In a big game like that, he walked into him. I know these referees don't want things to get out of control, and I appreciate that. It's a tough call. It didn't seem that egregious. But the referees are talking about it in midcourt, and it is a very electric atmosphere here. I gotta tell you, tempers are high. You can feel it coming in. I'm sure these referees, they don't want to let anything slide, and I don't blame them, because a little slight that might not be that bad could elicit a response from the other team. And it is very electric in here tonight. And it is a big game, especially for these Red Knights, trying to get to that state tournament. I didn't hear what the PA announcer said there. All right, so 11 got the technical foul. There's also a foul on Orono. So there were mutual fouls. Well, I'm just looking at the scoreboard here, and it looks like number 24 for Orono, Gavin McGirt, got that, and now into the front court. But a technical foul, so now 14 fouls on the Red Knights is the net result of what just transpired. One team foul for the Spartans. Now to the near side, and a turnover by the Red Knights into the front court. Nolan Groves, the running jump shot, can't get it to go. Rebound ahead to Wilson, and they got him wide open, and he stuffs it. And is that going to be the turning point for these Red Knights? But they're still down by 8. Hansen into the front court. Now Couch, back to Hansen, wide open. Takes a step left. Couch from way outside, off the rim. Rebound again, offensive. Groves with the set shot. And out of bounds, off Orono, and they don't agree. Touchy call, here's that replay. Oh, looks like Margaret went off a Red Knight hand on the left side, but you don't get every call. And in any sports event, you got to play through the calls. It's part of life. This time it went for the Red Knights. There's been some calls that have gone to, oh, he got pushed underneath. I can't believe they didn't call that. Jalen Wilson didn't jump on his own. Here's that dunk by Wilson a few moments ago that brought the crowd to their already feet. Oh, I would have liked to have seen that other replay to see if Wilson got pushed underneath. And you got to be watching for it as a referee. If you're not watching for it, you can't call it. Underneath, Wilson, that could have been a foul. They're letting him play here. This is like old Big Ten in the barn in the 80s with Clem Haskins. Let him play. Near side, wide open, Red Knights can't get it to go. Rebound, Orono, nicely passed to Hansen. Coming in, and the block by Donnelly. But the putback by Woolley. And another offensive rebound for the Orono Spartans. Puts their lead at 10, their largest of the evening. Now Wilson kicks it outside, Donnelly. And that's a travel, I thought it might be. And the Red Knights trying to find some sort of sustainability. Timeout by Damian Johnson. And he needs it as we looked at that last replay and the putback by Woolley with Nolan Groves. And again, just my side advice here, which doesn't matter. I would try to isolate Nolan Groves if you're a Red Knight fan. Go one-on-one, get him to commit the foul or just go in and score because he is aware that he has 3 team fouls. I would isolate him and go one-on-one against him. Whoever he's guarding, give him the ball, go one-on-one. Get them in foul trouble, get him in foul trouble. I remember that was a strategy when I played for Shakopee High School in 1982. They had a couple of stellar players, Chuck Price, Dave Dahlke, both became Gophers. We wanted to get those guys in foul trouble. All right, now, Orono Spartans, 10-point lead on the road. Very impressive, just under 15 minutes to go. Kausch loses it out of bounds. It was tipped by the Red Knights, and the Spartans will retain possession. 14:44 to go. Team fouls, 4 for the Red Knights, 1 for the Spartans. Throw in from the side. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Groves, kicks it back out to McWeird. His shot off the rim, rebound. Red Knights into the front court, Donnelly now. And the Red Knights, they need to settle down a little bit here and start to get their scoring touch, and they just can't get anything to go. Now into the front court, Kausch. Under 15 to go. Now Nolan Groves. Groves drives, picks up his dribble underneath, and he uses his strength and patience to make that go. Brilliant play by Nolan Groves. Got to hand it to him. Now struggling on the near side for the Red Knights, number 11, Fields. Now TJ Stutley. Wilson back to Stutley. Outside shot. Can't get it to go, in and out. Rebound underneath. A rare one by Wilton Nuwan. And that would pick me up if I'm a Red Knight fan. Got to get more offensive rebounds. Groves with the set shot. You know, he shoots it like old school. It's like he shoots it from his shoulders. Seems like he doesn't get it up here. He shoots it from here. All right, now driving, underneath, pass. Woolley tries to break it up. Groves with it. Ahead to Hansen. He stops, pops off the back rim. Offensive rebound again by the Spartans by Kausch. And that is killing these Red Knights. 15-point lead for the Spartans. And the Red Knights looking for answers right now. Donnelly tries to drive in the lane, draws contact, and the foul. And I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to drive and drive and drive and draw fouls and get back in it at the free throw line. As we look at Nolan Groves, you know, it is like an old-time set shot, I have to say. I haven't seen him play very much ever, but I'm observing him for the first time, and he's an excellent player, but it is a set shot. Kind of like Hoosiers. right, at the line though, Donley, 47-33. Red Knights are in a hole here at home, but they've got time with 13:05 to go. And now we're having a technical issue. Oh yeah, over behind the net, there's like a feather, some sort of matter. Okay, that's got picked up. Good eye by the referee. We don't want any injuries based on matter on the floor. At the line, Donley gets that to go with the left hand. 13-point differential. Now the full court press by the Red Knights, at least tacitly. Top free throw line is number 14, Weiser. Now Nolan Groves, another set shot, gets to go. What are they gonna do? Lights out. 34-49. Donley into the front court. To the near side. Stutley drives. Gets stopped by Woolley. Now Donley. Big shot. Needs it to go. You know, that's the one thing. The Red Knights have not found their rhythm shooting. That looked like a very in-rhythm shot for the first time tonight by Donley. Now Groves comes in. Oh, they called the foul. I'm not sure. Let's go to the replay there. It's going to be on Donley. It's going to be the 5th team foul. And I don't know where he's at here. I'll let you know on personals. Right here, I thought he got all ball. It was Stutley, number 1. All right, team foul is going to be number 5. It's going to be first personal on Jaleel Donley. So no foul trouble for him. It's just his first personal. 12-17 to go. Groves makes his first. They're up 13. Their largest is 15. A chance to extend it to 14. And on those fingers are Orono Spartan fans on the right there in your picture, just so you know. On my left is just as enthusiastic Red Knight fans. Now to the front court. That's Nuan, Donley. They're playing a little bit of a zone trap, aren't they? 2-1-2 trap. And that was number 14, McGirt with the reach in. That'll be Orono's 3rd team foul. That's McGirt's 2nd personal. 5 team fouls for the Red Knights, 3 for the Spartans. 12 minutes exactly to go. 14-point differential. That's the stage right here. Can the Red Knights at home break through the Orono Spartans? And it is a psychological thing too, isn't it? They've had trouble in this game before. At home, a lot of pressure. Watts to the far side, Donley. Donley, crossover dribble. He made his last one off the back rim, rebound, and the push by Woolley. And they called that underneath. I thought they missed one earlier, and they did get Woolley, number 0. That'll be team 4th for the Spartans. That foul comes with 11:38 to go. There's the shot. And the push may have been before, but the referee was all over it, and he gave that delivery with emphasis that that was a foul. And now a throw in underneath for the Red Knights. Top of the key, Donley. Someone needs to step up here. He drives, and he draws the foul, and that's how you get back in games when you're down. You got to drive, draw fouls, because you can score points without the clock winding down when you're at the free throw line. And that's what the Red Knights need. They got to worry about the clock. And when you're at the free throw line, you can come back and not lose any time in the clock. As Donley, and he's starting to heat up here shooting, isn't he? He didn't get that last one, but he got the one before. The Red Knights looking for some confidence, and maybe Donley's the guy that can spark the rest of them. All right, now the full court press. That's Watts along with Stutley, and Groves brings it up. Behind the back dribble, into the lane, turns. Oh, I thought he drew a foot. They didn't call a travel on that. That looked like a travel, did it not? It's a nice play, and now Wilson's down hurt. And the whistle for an injury. And Jalen Wilson is down, holding his left lower leg. It may be a cramp, and that's what it looks like. It's a cramp. He did travel. That replay, I thought it was a travel. Yeah, he dragged the foot. They let it go. Or they didn't see it. Oh, yeah, I'm watching him now. That, having had a cramp, that's what that is. So it's nothing serious, but it is very warm. It's very warm for this time of year, and people could be dehydrated, which I'm not a medical doctor, of course, but dehydration usually leads to cramps, and he's in pain there, but I don't mind that. If you're a Red Knight fan, anything to disrupt the flow of this game. You're down by 14. And if I were Wilson, yeah, he's in pain. But something tells me he's gonna recover and come back. Yeah, those cramps when they're severe, but you just gotta walk them off. I expect him to be back in a minute. Meanwhile, clock stop with 11:15 to go. Don't go anywhere. The story has yet to be told here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And the Red Knights now have the ball as we approach the 11-minute mark. Now to the far side. That is number 11, Fields. Top of the key, Donnelly. Good defense by the Spartans. It's a 2-3 zone. Almost like a matchup coming in. And the Red Knights just have not been shooting well. Bottom line, Groves, nice defense, gets it away to Woolley across the timeline, just in time. And the Red Knights really amping up the intensity of the man-on-man defense, especially that is number 11, Fields. Groves drives, he draws the foul, he goes to the line, and as I've been suggesting, that's what the Red Knights need to do on Groves, exactly that, draw a foul. And I'm not sure there was a foul there looking at that replay, to be honest. Meanwhile, at the line, Nolan Groves, 10:34 remaining, chance to extend the Spartan lead on the road. State championship on the line, he makes that shot, Nolan Groves. And there may be a revenge factor here. ParkTV 16 Sports was on the road in Orono last Thursday when the Red Knights came in number 2 seed against the Orono girls, a very good team who had beaten the Red Knight girls twice this year, and the Red Knights took care of them huge. And they just won the semifinal. They're going to the state championship on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Red Knights have their work cut out here with 10.5 minutes to go at home. Donnelly into the front court. High post, Donnelly looking for something. Great defense by these Spartans. Very few holes in it. They move fast. Now Stutley. Wilson still on the sidelines after that cramp or whatever the injury was. From way outside, Donnelly can't get it to go. One and done, rebound Spartans. Into the front court for the Spartans, number 14, Can Wisher. Almost stolen away by Stutley. Oh, and the foul is going to be on Watts, and that is going to be the 7th team foul. And that's the danger when you're down by this much. You really can't afford these fouls if you're a Red Knight fan. And now we have a timeout on the court. I think it's going to be a Red Knight timeout. That comes with 9:55 to go. 15-point lead by the Orono Spartans, and I am looking for Jalen Wilson. It's critical for the Red Knights that he gets back. I usually can see when I'm here, but everyone's standing, and I don't see Wilson standing around the huddle. As we look at some of the family and friends of the Red Knight players sitting right across there, I think that might be the parents of some of the players there, front row, and a very enthusiastic, supportive Red Knight fan base. But the Spartans are here representing, huge student section, drove all the way into the inner city from out in the western Minnetonka area, Crystal Bay Road, looking for Highway 100. I don't know if you guys get here that fast and coming this far in. 30-minute drive from Orono, so, but they're here en masse, supporting their Spartans. And they gotta feel comfortable with 9:55 to go and a 15-point lead. All right, well, I think you should urge your fans on. All right, now we come out of the timeout at the line. Number 33, Mitchell Couch, the senior, at the line. Chance to extend the lead to the largest of the night at 16. And he rattles that one in, number 33. Couch, he averages 9.4 a game, 4 rebounds. Second shot. And Jalen Wilson is back in there. He's recovered from that injury. Red Knights are gonna need him. Under 10 to go. Donnelly inside to Stutley in the lane. Ooh, almost 3 seconds. Shot from outside, off the front rim, rebound all the way back. Shot taken off the side of the rebound, or the backboard by number 30, Willis. Now the Spartans into the front court. Nice job by number 14, able to pick that, almost like a shortstop, picking that ball up on the short hop was number 14, Dane Canwisher, the junior. The timeout now, I believe, taken by the Spartans. It's a critical time of the game, isn't it? 9:21 to go. It's kind of the witching hour. It's make or break. If you're Red Knights, it's time to make their move. There is time. Big time out here for both coaches. And again, if you're Damian Johnson, gotta somehow figure something. I still think they should drive Nolan Groves, get a foul. He left the first half with 4 minutes to go with 3 fouls, and he still only has 3 fouls with 9 minutes to go. And I literally would target him if I'm a Red Knight. Got to target him, try to get him to reach in. Whoever's on him, isolate him, go to the line, get him his 4th foul, get him his 5th. Things could change. But the Red Knights have not been shooting well, to be quite honest, and I think they would admit to that. They've had their looks and a lot of rattled in and out. And you need the basketball gods to favor you. You need those balls to go in, and if they start going in, things could change. There's plenty of time left for the Red Knights. But meanwhile, the Spartans are at the line. With what, is my math right? Is that a 17-point lead? I think it is, right? 48? Wasn't my strong suit. I liked English, but I think it's 17. 9:21 to go. Throw it underneath for the Spartans. That's Couch. And we got a foul on the Spartans. Is that on Groves? Who was that on? 14, I think it was McGirt. It is his 3rd personal. 16 fouls, so both teams are in the bonus. They're even there. Now Donnelly. Oh, the nice steal by Couch inside to Groves, and he puts it down. And that was all number 33 for the Spartans. Mitchell Couch, he tipped it from behind. Donnelly did not feel him. And now the block by Couch on Donnelly, or Stutley with the block. And now he'll go to the line and for a 1-and-1. And that might be a saving grace as we look at Nolan Groves. There's nothing sweeter than stuffing the ball on the opposing team's court in a game like this. Great moment there for Nolan Groves. Meanwhile, at the line, TJ Stutley. And the Red Knights, they need to make their free throws. I was watching the girls against Alexandria this afternoon. Alexandria was back in the game, and they missed several free throws in the last 2 minutes that would have decreased the Red Knights' lead, the girls, by down to 3 or 4. They couldn't make the free throws. And he gets that one to go. So the Red Knights, they need to make their free throws to get back in this. And Stutley gets that one to go, barely, but he got it to go. And now his 2nd. It is raucous in here at the Haven Center. All right, he got that second one to go. That was much better. Now Groves. He'll be met by Stutley. Oh my gosh, Stutley ran into Woolley. And the steal by Wilson. Oh, they can't get that to go. My goodness. That is a killer. Now Woolley on the other end. That's a 4-point swing. And the lead is now 19 with 8:40 to go. And they're counting now. It's a heavyweight fight. And it's a 10-second standing count on the Red Knights right now. Stutley gets that to go. All right. Groves throws it in. 17-point lead with 8:17 to go. Groves now. Into the front court. Game on. That's off the rim. Wilson with the rebound. All right now, Red Knights. They're gonna make a run. It's now Wilson though, stumbling on his way back. At the top of the key, gets that to go. Takes the jump shot from three-point land off the back rim. Rebound into the hands of Woolley. And Wilson is struggling, and we saw him struggle on the way up, and now he's down. And the trainer out to see him. This time, it's his right leg. I think before, they were looking at his left. But here he is. Let's see if there's something wrong. Couldn't get it to go, and then, yeah, on his own, he's grabbing. Looks like his right ankle. I think that's a cramp. It just looks like a cramp. Yeah, it's a cramp. I would be giving him a big thing of water. Honestly, I would. I'd say you got to pound a big thing of water right this second. I don't know if it's his ankle. It's hard to tell. That replay earlier. Wow, what drama here. Time left, 7:51 to go. And it's been a rough night for the Red Knights. You gotta admit that, 59-42. Their star player is, I mean, look at that photo right there. I mean, that says everything. You got Damian Johnson talking to his players, his best players on the back, injured. Picture paints 1,000 words, and that picture spells the story. The Spartans in control here with 7:51 to go, 17 fouls apart. Nolan Groves has been playing with 3 fouls since 4 minutes to go in the first half and still has 3 fouls. Red Knights now getting a gut check time as Wilson gets up. Shaking his head, I don't know what that means, if he's not feeling well. And now the rest of the Red Knights, they were having a moment there. Group hug, they know it's gut check time here with 7:51 to go. 17 differential, 17 points. Throw in and now full court press into Groves. We're underway, winner goes to the state tournament next week. Woolley gives it back to Groves. Groves fumbles it momentarily, being guarded by number 30, Willis. Underneath, and McGirt, number 24, the junior, averaging 7 a game, gets set to go. And the largest lead of the night now for the Spartans. Now to Stutley, comes in, drives, can't get it to go. They throw it in off of him, it stays in, and a turnover back to the Red Knights, and now they turn it right back over to Hansen. Hansen gets it stolen away by Watts. Now Watts back the other way. He's got on his left Willis, gives it back to Donnelly. Almost traveled, I didn't think he did, may have. Now he comes in, nowhere to go, gets caught in midair, and he's gonna be the recipient of the foul. Now he is slow to get up. It's like a football game here. Donnelly comes in, got himself in position, had nowhere to go, went down. Didn't look like a foul to me either. And he is limping at the free throw line. Number 5 for the Red Knights, Jaleel Donnelly, the senior. He's averaging 17.2, not tonight. 5 rebounds at the line, and it goes without saying they need to make these free throws. And he does. 61-43, 18-point lead for the Spartans. 7 minutes to go. Shot taken, and Donnelly gets the 2 to go, and he comes back limping. Now Nolan Groves. Stutley meets him at half court. Groves, crossover dribble to McGirt. McGirt now, top of the key to the near side. Couch tries the baseline, gets double team underneath to Woolley. Tries the layup, off the rim, rebound underneath. Orono gets it again. Groves comes in, draws contact. No call, but he gets it to go. Brilliant by the Spartans. Now driving, coming in, drawing contact, and in was Stutley. Now back, Groves comes in, he gets tripped. And no call. No foul on that one. And that's a turnover. Here's Groves. Judge for yourself. I don't know, his own momentum may have caused that more than anyone else. Not a bad no call. 63-46 into the front court. Donnelly drives. Can't get it to go, and a one and done. No offensive boards for the Red Knights tonight. Very few. Now into the front court. Woolley, number 0. He's played well. Couch has played well. Outside, off the back rim, long rebound, and we're gonna have a foul on Hansen. Number 11, he can't believe it. Let's see the replay. I love that junior, Grant Hansen, the sophomore. He's played so well tonight. Here's Couch. Off the back rim, Hansen going for it with Stutley. Yeah, he got him in the back. Hansen, I don't think he's had a break all night long. He's been in there. He's been the silent catalyst tonight for these Spartans. Grant Hansen, number 11, played very well. All right, 5:59 to go, 46-63 at the line. The Red Knights, they gotta make them all. They wanna get back in this. That's TJ Stutley gets that one to go. Still time left, and we haven't seen Jalen Wilson. I can't view him from my vantage point. Everyone's been standing here for hours. I got here 30, 40 minutes before the game, and these student sections were here standing. It is like Hoosiers here tonight, I gotta say. Huge crowd, a small gymnasium, great intensity as they make that second free throw, and the Red Knights now, timeout on the court. There's Jalen Wilson, he's back. Looks like he just checked in. Timeout on the floor. Down 15, so they've cut it. It was a high of 19 a few moments ago. And that is the story that we're setting up here, aren't we? Can the Red Knights make an epic comeback with 6 minutes to go on their home court to reach the state tournament for the first time in, I don't know. I don't know if they've ever been to the state tournament. I don't know their history that much. The Benilde-St. Margaret boys basketball team, oh, they won in 08? All right, so it's been almost 20 years. 17 years since they've been to the state tournament. They did beat Orono, not easily, but they beat them by a significant margin back on January 30th. I see that, yeah, they have a Mr. Basketball banner, state champion. Well, that's the ski team. They got banners from all kinds of sports here. This is like an old-time gymnasium here in high school. All right, now, timeout over with. 15 points separates these two giants of the Metro West Conference and Section 6 AAA, and now another timeout, and that's 2 consecutive timeouts. That tells you how significant this time of the game is. Both these coaches know it's going to come down to these last 6 minutes. And another timeout in the quarters. We get to look at the brackets again. Benilde beat Bloomington Kennedy, Delano West Tonka. I remember doing a game here where Mount West Tonka took out these Red Knights in a semifinal. I think that was 2 years ago. And then last year, Orono took them out in the championship game. And now here they are again at home. So this is their 3rd run at a state championship. And just like James Bond, when you think things are over, can they pull it out at the end? That's really what they have, a James Bond mission ahead of them here. Orono's very good, they're well coached, and they play very fundamental, good basketball. And they've really out-rebounded these Red Knights. Now to the front court, that's Margaret, drives the lane, comes in. Wilson with the block, kick out. Now into the front court is Donley. Stunner step, left-handed shot off the front rim, rebound Watts off of him, and another one shot and done on this trip down the court. Donley had a good look. It's just been a frustrating night for the Red Knights from the floor shooting-wise. I mean, their percentage, we don't have those kind of stats ready to go here on our broadcast, but I don't think you need them. If you're watching the game, you can guess. Now Groves, Watts tries to get the double team into the front court to Hansen, the catalyst, number 11 for the Spartans. He shows up right when they need him, number 11 for the Spartans. I love that kid. Now here he is. Now Woolley, top of the key, and Orono, they're in no hurry to shoot this ball now. They've got to milk the clock, and they should. There's Kausch, 5 seconds on the shot clock and the steal, but more importantly for the Spartans, they took 35 seconds off and a nice drive by Stutley. 13-point differential, they're back in this. Watts is gonna get the foul call. I don't know about that. You know, I understand that they want to try to steal, but fouls are not gonna help these Red Knights. Just gives guys like Nolan Groves, probably one of the best shooters in the state, an unfettered free shot to extend the lead. You want to play tough defense, but fouling is not a good thing. All right, now he's at the line, number 5. Groves. 14-point lead, 5 minutes to go. And now Orono is in the double-double. No, not quite yet. 18 fouls for the Red Knights, 9 for the Spartans. So the Red Knights are in the double-double, which means you get 2 on a 1-on-1, which normally be a 1-on-1. Now Watts, oh, he gets it stolen away. Here comes Nolan Groves, stops, pops. What are you gonna do? 4:44 to go. That might have been the dagger right there. Watts could have got called for a travel. Let that go. Now Donley drives, spins, nice shot. Can't get it to go. And that's been the story, right? In and out, rattling him in and out. That's happened all night long to the Spartans, or excuse me, to the Red Knights. And it's the story. Look at Groves. That's a set shot. That's an old school 1950s set shot. It is. It is beautiful. I just don't think at higher levels of play you're going to get away with that, though. You got to get that ball up there a little higher. But when you're wide open in high school, that'll work. All right, now Wilson outside. That shot taken off the front rim. Rebound, Stutley. 4:26 to go. 18-point differential. Wilson off the back rim. And they just didn't shoot well tonight, did they? Woolley with the rebound. He spins out of it into the front court in free space. Woolley comes in, dumps it underneath to McGirt, and a charge is going to be called on Woolley. And he is either out of breath or in pain. And 3 guys are down. This is like the NFC Championship football game. This is a war. It is an absolute war here. Got injured players all over the place tonight. They're okay. These are young, great athletes. Now they're getting the sweat off the floor, and it's a warm afternoon. What is today? March 13th, 2025, 60 degrees today. It's warm in this gymnasium. 4:12 to go. 18 points. How many threes is that? That's, what's my math? 6 threes? That's 18, right? Can't believe I remembered that. Yeah. So the Red Knights need 6 threes without giving up any other points to tie it with 4:12 to go. And they're facing a bit of a full court press. side. Stutley can't get it to go. Woolley, they called the foul on Willis, number 30. He's asking for the travel, and it's going to be a one-on-one for Woolley. And I think these Spartans are heading back to the state tournament. Even with 4 minutes to go, I don't think I'm going out on a limb there. And at the line, number 0. And he's played very well tonight. Very impressed with how he dominated the low post and on the offensive boards. I would love to see what his stats were there. And look at Hansen, offensive rebound, and that is also the story of this game. The offensive rebounds by the Spartans greatly outweighs the Red Knights. And now a foul, or we got a timeout on the court. No foul, and that stops the clock with 3:51 to go. A bit of a reckoning in the arena. The intensity level has come down. I think we're starting to feel there's some acceptance in the crowd that this game is probably the outcome not in doubt as we look across. And all the fans there. The black those are Orono fans. They're on the right side across the way from where our cameras and I am situated. And that guy right there with his arms crossed, I walked into the arena with him today. We found a parking spot over by the softball fields because parking was an issue. It did feel like driving in here today that it was rock concert-like thing. I felt like I was going to a Rolling Stones concert or something, which is such a great feeling. And what a great atmosphere it's been. And I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here on ParkTV 16 Sports. This is not over, even though I'm sounding like it's over, but these Red Knights are coming off the bench. And miracles do happen, but they've got to play more than perfect basketball to get back in this. So we'll see what happens with 3:51 to go. All right, throw in for the Red Knights. Nolan Groves will do the honors. You know, they never got him in foul trouble. He had 3 at the end of the first half, and he remained at 3. Now Woolley. Oh, good defense by number 11 for these Red Knights. Or excuse me, for the Red Knights. Number 11 was Kendra Fields, forced that turnover. Now, look at the Orono Spartans. Full court press, even with an 18-point lead. They're not going to give these Red Knights an inch. They're going to try to drag them down, take up more time. Because the clock is really the enemy of the Red Knights now. The left-handed shot by Donnelly, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Willis, back to Donnelly. Three-point line, comes in, off the board, rebound, Nolan Groves. Double teamed, a little push there, and now a foul on the Red Knights. They could have called it on Groves as well, I felt. There's Donnelly. And now Nolan Groves and the chant Mr. Basketball from these Spartan fans. That kid, he hits the weights, he's ripped. Look at this guy. He looks like a wrestler, his shoulders, doesn't he? Great shape, Nolan Groves. I'm not sure what his plan is going forward, where he's going to play next year. He's 6'5". I don't know if he's going Division I. But I remember when I first saw Nolan Groves play, it was a funny story, and I think I have time to tell it. He was not on my program, and he came into the game and he was wearing a number that was on my JV roster, and I was calling by someone I didn't know. And I was like, I don't know who this Nolan Groves guy is, but I don't know why he's not starting. And then someone was watching the game in the stands here at Benilde St. Margaret's and thankfully pointed out to me, no, that's, your program's wrong, that's Nolan Groves. And now I know who he is, and he's been like one of the greatest players in the last couple of years. But a funny story that I was like confusing him with a JV player off the bench based on what I saw in my program. Meanwhile, our score is 70 to 51, 3:19 to go, and at the line is Stutley. For the Red Knights, he's a senior, and they are a senior-laden team, these Red Knights. Christian Johnson. So, Paul, we're gonna stay for the awards ceremony. Okay, so stay tuned. We're gonna broadcast the medal and the trophy presentation. Woolley underneath, and the foul from behind is gonna be called on Fields, the junior for Benilde. Or the senior, I should say, one of the many. And the seniors, I'll list them for the Red Knights. We've got Christian Johnson, TJ Stutley, Jaleel Donnelly, Conrad Fields, Luke Rugenberger, Owen Gurton, and Jalen Wilson. Likely playing their last high school game right here tonight, down 18. Tough night for these Red Knights at home. And checking out is Watts, he's played well. Willis comes in also for the Red Knights, number 3. Jaden Garibaldi checks in at the line. Woolley gets that to go. No, he doesn't. Rebound now. Stutley into the front court quickly. Pulls up at the three-point line, bakes up, drives the lane, stops, pops, gets that to go, and timeout by Damian Johnson. 3:02 to go. It's not beyond. I hope they prove me wrong. Come back. There's the drive. A little bit of contact. No foul called. And a timeout on the floor by Damian Johnson with 3:02 to go. 17-point differential. And the Red Knights, they really need to go to the line here. I mean, they need to try and draw fouls and go to the line. And score points without any time going off the clock. It's the only strategy that I can think of. A little bit quiet here, opposed to what it's been all night long. Both student sections been standing, although some of the sophomores for the Orono Spartans are getting a little tired over here. I'm just kidding them. I've had nice conversations with these great students from Orono. They're right next to me here. They came all the way in from the suburbs. Great fans. All right, now Woolley, and what are they gonna call? And Nolan, oh, that's Hansen got hit in the face, and he's bleeding maybe from his mouth. Look at the top of the frame here, out of the way. There he is. Oh, right there. He was by himself, and now, well, he may have been hit underneath before and realized it at half court. And I can't see him. I hope he's okay. That was away from the play. It almost looked like he may have lost a tooth or something. Can't say for sure. Yeah, maybe just cut his lip or something, but he's played very well. I've sung his praises. Now Woolley being guarded closely with 2:49 to go. Now Kausch. You know, the Red Knights, they're in the unenviable position where they can't foul, but they got to play tough defense as they do right there, and they come away with it. Ahead to Stutley. Comes in. Draws the foul, but can't get it to go. Oh, and they finally got Nolan Groves on his 4th foul. Right there. That might be a little too late, though. It'll be a shooting foul, and at the line, TJ Stutley, the senior. In and out. You know, here's the thing in life, right? Sometimes it's just not your night, right? You know, and you have to have acceptance of that. And when it's this late and you can't get that to go, the gods are not with you at this point. All right, now, second attempt. Gets that one to go. Off the front rim, backcourt, and in. Full court press. Kausch with it for the Spartans. Breaks the press in the middle, which is what you're supposed to do. Now, that was number 11. Hansen came back in with the bloody mouth. Now from outside. What about poetic justice there? Rebound into Groves' hand. 2:22 to go. Spin move. Up off the board and in. You know, he's very balanced, Nolan Groves. Very balanced. And balance is really important. important, and that's what stood out to me on that last sequence down the floor. His balance. Could have dragged his foot there, I thought. No call, outside, big shot off the back rim, rebound, McGirt. 2 minutes to go. Kausch splits the defense into the front court. Now Woolley. Woolley lowers his shoulder, and now a foul. It's going to be called on Milton Yuan, I believe. And that's going to be a double-double. So 2 shots for Kausch at the line with 1:48 to go. No one's left the arena that I can see, although a few are, yep. Tough night for the Red Knights. Great night for the Spartans. And you gotta hand it to them. They've got a very good team, this Orono Spartan team. I'm very impressed. Well-deserved. Kausch, who's at the line, played well from the beginning. Hansen, what a catalyst, what a great player. McGirt, of course, Nolan Groves and Woolley. They're the heart and soul as well, and they're all out there with 1:46 to go, and a well-deserved victory here for the Spartans. There's no doubt about it when you're up by 19. Stutley now drives the lane, comes in, shot, good defense by Kausch underneath, and that's a metaphor for tonight right there. Willis couldn't get that to go. And now a foul from behind. Groves looking for his call. The referee taking issue. They want a technical foul on the Red Knights. And this is where you gotta watch the flaring. Right here, oh, he pulled on his jersey. It's not the worst technical I've ever seen. But Nolan Groves at the line. Yeah, well, you know, with a lopsided victory like here, you gotta manage the tempers. The referees, that's their #1 job, and Donnelly's gonna take a seat. He's a senior, it's his last time playing. Senior year, you know, there's a lot of ends, you know, throughout the year. If you play different sports or you're in different activities, win or lose, you know, you're walking off the court or off the stage in a play or off the concert. Everything's the last thing. Meanwhile, not yet for the Spartans. They're gonna play next week in Minneapolis or St. Paul. I think they play those games at the Target Center, Williams Arena. It's gonna be a great tournament, and the girls' tournament on Saturday, the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knight girls team is going for the three-peat. I watched them this afternoon. It's must-see TV as we watch Kendall McGee, Presley Watkins, Sydney Friedley, and the rest of these Red Knights. Willis, they're a great team. They're going for their 3rd straight state championship. Their coaches here, I saw some of the players also. You know, back in the day, I think everyone stayed in hotels in St. Paul, but now they're not playing till Saturday. I don't think they're staying in St. Paul's for hotels for 2 days, but if you're from outstate, you're staying in hotels. Meanwhile, 1:11 to go. Woolley. And now the Red Knights, they're being respectful. No reason to foul here. It's over. 21-point lead. A little bit of a push there, but they're going to let it go. And an over and back against the Red Knights, or excuse me, against the Spartans. And the Spartans are going back to the state tournament again. And chanting. 47, driving on the far side was number 3 for the Red Knights who checked in, Jaden Garibaldi, the junior. But don't go anywhere. We're going to stay around for the medal ceremony and the trophy presentation. And there's 24 seconds on the shot clock, 27 on the game. And that's going to be it. The Spartan fans are on their feet. And the Red Knights are conceding defeat at this point. And despite losing to these very same Red Knights, Earlier this year, they come on the road for the second consecutive year in less dramatic fashion than last year. And now we got a timeout on the court with 5.4. Warnings from the PA announcer for everyone to be respectful. And that, you can see the Spartan fans, and we're rocking here in the stands. And there's the final buzzer, and the Orono Spartans are heading back to the state tournament as they take out the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, number 2 ranked in the state in 3A basketball. They were 21-7 coming in. The Red Knights 26-2. They'll fall to 26-3 as their season sadly comes to an end at home. But a decisive victory for the Spartans. You can't deny they are the supremacy of Section 6 in 3A basketball as they shake hands. And I'll say goodbye to my Orono fans that were sitting around me. Nice talking to you folks, and good luck at the state tournament. And we'll hang out here as we watch the crowd depart as the teams and players shake hands. And what an epic game it was, despite the lopsided score. It was an exciting event to come to. Gorgeous afternoon. It reminded me of the old days. I remember going to Met Center for a concert or even a North Stars game in the early 80s. It would be balmy weather in April, and that's what it felt like here. Playoff atmosphere, any type of sports event is always a great feeling to be a part of. As they continue to shake hands. And we'll hang out here as they set up for the awards presentation. You can see there's the trophies. And I expect maybe a table will be brought out. And just juxtapose the girls, last week on this very night, ParkTV 16 Sports was on location, streaming live on YouTube, bringing you girls Benilde-St. Margaret's versus Orono. So what a rivalry between these two schools that's been brewing here for the last couple of years. Next year, we may be back right here again. This year, the girls got the best of the Spartans, and they're at the state tournament, going to the championship game on Saturday afternoon. And if you haven't watched these girls, Red Knights play, tune in. You will not be disappointed. Better yet, go down to Williams Arena on Saturday afternoon and watch them. It's a great story. Olivia Olson has led them to two state tournament victories. They're without her this year. Kendall McGee was out all last year. Great stories. They've got 2 great sophomores in Presley Watkins and Sydney Friedley, Mirabelle Wismer. All right, here is the presentation. That is Milton Nuon coming out. He played very well. His tenacious defense stands out to me tonight, especially in the first half. He's a sophomore, he'll be back. That's number 1. He's a senior, Christian Johnson. And there you can see it on his face. TJ Stutley, average 16 a game, 7 rebounds. That's just stellar statistics for number 2, TJ Stutley, the senior. He'll be moving on. Next, Jaden Garibaldi, number 3. He averaged 6.2 a game. He's a junior. He'll be back. Number 4, Connor Watts. He's a sophomore. He was all over the gym tonight on defense. Played very well. Actually gave him a spark in the first half, is what I recall. He'll be back as a sophomore. Next, Jaleel Donley, one of the superstars. And he is not coming out to get the medal. Someone took it for him. Following him, number 10, Leo Scroggins, the junior. He'll be back next year. Now number 11, Kendra Fields. Now Luke Guggenberger. after Kendre Fields. He's the senior, 5 points a game. This is his last of the night. Now Meech Williams, freshman. He'll be back for the next 3 years. Cameron Best, a junior, number 20. He's a junior, he'll be back. And Owen Geerton, averaged nearly 3 a game this year, senior. This is his last game. Then Suvan Mohan Kumar, junior, he'll be back next year. And 24, Jalen Wilson, here he comes. Tough night for Jalen. I was looking forward to seeing him play. He's an outstanding player. I'm not sure where he's going next year. I'll look for him in Division I somewhere. Now number 25, Liam Knath, the junior, followed by Kobe Willis. He played significant minutes, obviously feeling dejected, but this will be great experience and memories for these guys, even in the loss, as they move on in their lives. 7.1 for Kobe Willis, and that's for Nicholas, the junior, number 35. He'll be back next year. Now student manager Sam Parker. Having played high school basketball, the managers are vitally important, such a part of the team. They bring energy. And that was Raphael Johnson-Nixon. I think he plays lacrosse and football too. We'll see him again when we bring you lacrosse matches on ParkTV 16 Sports. That was Raphael Johnson-Nixon, that guy right there. And now, another trophy for the Red Knights. It's not what they hoped for when the season began. They were 26-2, suffering only their 3rd loss. But the memories they've made here, despite losing, will carry them through as they get older. They'll look back, they'll wish they had won, of course. But it's their relationships that will matter the most, in my opinion. All right, now the Orono Spartans, and you know what? They deserved it. You come in on the road and beat the #1 ranked team in the section, and there's Wooly, number 0. He owned the baseline tonight, both on the offensive boards. He made key points. I don't have the running stats. I'm going to look tomorrow in the paper. And now, I don't know who they're acknowledging here because he's not in my program and he's not here. Obviously, these are the parents and maybe a sister. I don't know if he passed away. I think he must have, and that is a poignant moment, and congratulations to their family. And if they've lost him, I'm sorry for their loss. Obviously, that's what's happened here. On both sides, the Red Knights clapping. He's either very sick or he passed away. And what a great moment that is, despite all the vitriol in this game. You know, we're all together as human beings, and this might have been the best moment of the night right there. Now number 2, Ryan DeSalle. He's a sophomore. He'll be back, and he's going to the state tournament. So he's still got games left. Now that is DeVayon Allen Chapman, senior guard. He averaged nearly 3 a game. Crosby Schmidt, the sophomore. They're going to the state tournament. Nolan Groves. I don't know if he got his average tonight. 34 a game for that kid. Now number 10, Adrian LaCourcy, the junior. And Grant Hansen, a sophomore. He took a shot to the mouth, but he was right back in there. I don't think he left the court very long all night long. Now number 13, Tyler Shannon, the senior. Dane Canwisher, the junior. I didn't have any stats for him coming in, but he played very well and was a significant part of the team for Orono tonight and instrumental in their win. Next, George Perkins, a senior. Now that was Alex Lovelace, I'm sorry, that just got his medal. Now George Perkins, they're both seniors. Aiden Leary, also a senior. Forward, number 23. Next, Gavin McGirt, junior, played very well in this championship 6-3A game. Now number 25, Griffin Maurer, junior guard. Number 30, Brennan Doherty. He averaged nearly 4 a game this year. Now number 31, Cole Wendling, junior forward. Number 32, Thomas Lundell, sophomore. Now Mitchell Couch. Played incredibly well tonight. Averaging 10 a game, nearly 4 rebounds as well. And then Alexander Kulikowski, the sophomore guard, to round out the medals. Now next to the student managers, Nolan Jensen. And that's been the theme. I watched the boys high school hockey tournaments, and the managers for the team were wearing costumes like this. I don't know if that's Blues Brothers or Gangsters, what that is. Next is Jack Kramer, there he is. Managers, they work incredibly hard. And now they're gonna get their second consecutive section tournament. There's Nolan Groves with the trophy, and the Orono Spartans have won the 6-3A section championship. They're going to Minneapolis or St. Paul for the state tournament. So, for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production at ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.